All right, welcome back to another Week 8 EU matchup. We got the one and only Palador with me in the chat or in the casting booth. Welcome, Palador.
What's up? It's me again. Or actually, I'm a different one from last time. I travel across dimensions to cast Orion Drift, and I'm happy to cast my second match here of the season with the Adjucifer here in EU. Hexyn and Laglords. Yeah, see what they got for us. This is, I believe, their stream debuts, correct?
I'm not sure. I know I've casted Hexyn before, but I don't remember if it was 3v3. But I don't think I've casted the Laglords yet. But we're here in the arena. Let's see who we got coming in for them Laglords. We got Jigma, we got Ducky, we got Blabo, and we got Blizzard Inc. Over on Hexyn side, we got Navette, we got Ryan Fleming, and we got Hster, and their final player in this round anyways is Parrotman09.
All right, and then in the YouTube chat there we have the Sprite Topwayne and Dylan Foster. Welcome as well, one and all, whether you're chatting, watching, listening, or watching in the VODs in the future. Hello, future viewers. What a futuristic medium this is. Just getting ready to start up here soon, I think. All the players getting set, and no doubt excited to get on stream again for the first time or for a rare time, but of course, first of more to come, I'm sure. We saw the earlier on, Jucifer, just about half an hour or so ago, the ending of our first cast, Mercy versus Blaze. That was a spectacular one. Went to 5 rounds, had an overtime or 2 thrown in there as well. And I know over on, also on the VRML network, we have Pine VR and Space Dude casting TTTEU and Symboli right now. So lots of stuff going on today.
Yes, sir. That's a big match there. TTT, formerly known as Ivy, coming out looking to continue their winning ways. But that ball's in the middle right here. We got Hexyn. We got them Laglords. We got round 1 VRML action, and that ball's launched, and it's up, and it's going back into the corner. And picking it up off the fly is Ryan. He passes it back, but Blabo's there to send that back down to the other side.
And chasing it down will be Hster, trying to build the strength right past Jigma and Blabo. Chasing him down, though, a little bit faster. But will be Duck, at least getting the hands on it. Ducky, but unable to hold on to it for all too long. Meanwhile, though, for Laglords, trying to collect that ball and get back here reset. But Ryan not letting them hold on for too long, being pestering there on that side of the floor.
Ryan, he's going to look to work that to his teammate. Here comes Navette working in on the goal, and Navette slides it under the goalie's arm, putting Hexyn up 1-0.
Yeah, Navette looking like a vet on the floor there. Cool, calm, collected that ball and dispensed it where it needed to be. Meanwhile, Ducky trying to pass over to Blabo, but unable to hit the mark. A little bit of miscommunication there, perhaps, as the ball gets chased down now by Ryan. Ryan is trying to find maybe a teammate. There's the cross, and just lost on the handles. They had the right idea, but not quite on the connection. 1 up still here for Hexyn. Back on the offense, there's Ryan again charging, and right there in the middle, in charge of the goal for their second in a row.
Parrotman coming in and pecking that one into the goal. Now Blabo finds his team down 2 goals, trying to get something going here. Gonna get by 1, gonna send that pass over to Jigma. Jigma fires it towards the goal, and Parrotman's there. It was a little bit wide, luckily. Now Jigma trying to work that back into the middle, coming around. He's gonna send that pass across, but it's intercepted. Hster, he's going to lose that ball, but Parrotman is sprung here. As Parrotman fires that pass across, but that's a good goalie pinch. Coming out is Blizzard Inc., and it's going to go up top, swatted by Ryan. He's going to fire it towards the goal, and Ryan Fleming making it 3-0 Hexyn.
Ryan Fleming making it look easy like lemming. What a beautiful take back, and caught the goalie there just out of position. Otherwise, some good defense initially, but again, once it's stolen on that side of the floor, the defender's just not quite in position, and we see the punish over and over again in those types of plays. Blabo, though, going back now, trying to react. 3 down, a great start, certainly for Hexyn.
And Jigma is going to get that ball in the sky. It gets popped free, and Hster comes away with it. Good defense here from Hexyn. Hexyn now keeping that shutout alive. Ryan has that ball pop out. He's going to have to retreat back to his own side. Ooh, Jigma comes in. He gets a good swat, but Navette, luckily they're back there. They might be just sitting on their lead a little bit. Now Ducky bringing that ball, but he gets checked off. Jigma is going to get it, going to bounce down, going to try to swat it over to Blobbo. Finds Blobbo. Blobbo going wide with it, going to the ground, now trying to turn it in, throws it up. And it's going to be grabbed by Jigma, who's carving around, coming in from the nest, but Ryan comes in. He's going to throw it towards the goal. Ooh, that's a good stop there from Blizzard Inc., and it's going to go to Ryan.
That was some nice disciplined offense from Laglords. They were really in great positioning, but just couldn't complete the play. They do get some good defense their way, however, and eject that into the midfield. So, again, they're doing the right things for Laglords. Just hasn't paid off for a goal quite yet. Hexyn still locking in.
Oh, Blobbo just had that trickle out of his fingertips. Hster, he's going to turn that away, but he's getting mean mugged. Now, here we go. Ducky, oh, he gets checked off. It's getting a little physical now. Parrot Man. A little hand, ha-cha-cha, tries to spring Ryan. Here comes Mr. Fleming. He's bringing that ball down into the mound area, into the center. He's going to stop and lose it for a second. Now he regains it, and he's going to be pressured there. Blobbo gets a good poke at it and sends that back down to the other side. Parrot Man back there, backline boss. Gets it over to Hster. Hster trying to find his player, but it's going to have some geometry. And Jigma is going to get tackled here by Navette.
Yeah, Jigma looking like getting stuck in a jigsaw puzzle with all the defense just pressing so tightly. Ducky, meanwhile, with control of the ball, maybe searching for that first goal. So Ducky looking for that angle, looking to tangle, but too many defenders in the way. Jigma, though, a nice swipe, and Jigma, the great pass back towards Blobbo. Again, that disciplined offense, the pass back, the handoff, with the beautiful dive from Navette. Again, Laglord's doing the right things overall, but Hexyn a bit too strong on the offensive end, or defensive end, rather, and now making their way into the blue side of the floor, although they do lose the handles there. Still 3 up, and only 11 seconds remaining here on this round.
That ball is going to be in the middle. Maybe Blobbo. They're trying to get one, maybe for some momentum for the next round. This round is going to go to Hexyn. But here comes Ducky in that hot potato time where the round doesn't end until there's a goal scored or it hits the ground. Here comes Jigma looking for one. The ball's loose. Parrot Man's there. Will he spike it to the ground? It'll fall down, and there it is. That round goes to Hexyn by a score of 3-0.
Hexyn, heck of a round, as a matter of fact. Again, compliments to Laglords because I like what I was seeing from them, but you cannot deny what Hexyn has been able to do to at least open up this stream, open up this match. They're just a little bit stronger on the defense and a lot bit stronger on the offense, really getting those angles, taking advantage of those open goals on a couple occasions and the one-on-one situations off of turnovers and what have you. Doing a really lovely job here. You know, they came in to this match, Juice, for 7-6. Hexyn did on the win-loss column. 2 of their last 4 wins there. 2 wins out of their last 4 matches, that is to say. And in fact, that applies to both teams. So both teams looking to build some steam here in Week 8.
Yeah, both teams looking for that big 8. We'll see what happens. Round 2, that ball's back in the middle. Let's get ready for round number 2. You know what to do. Get to the middle. Let's prepare to get flashbang. Flashbang warning coming in. That ball's about to launch. Boom! There it is. And now Ryan has that ball. He's bouncing it around, and Ducky has it. Ducky bringing that ball down. He's going to swat that across. It goes over to Parrot Man. Parrot Man, he's going to throw that up. It's going to bounce off the wall. He gets it back. Parrot Man, sprinkle it free. He's going to send that pass. Finds Hster. Hster coming in. Oh, he gets checked off by Parrot Man. Gets that big smack. Hexyn goes up 1-0.
Oh, there were so many defenders there piled in that general area, close quarters, but some way, somehow, Hexyn still able to get that first score, opening up the way they left off that first round. Here, so far, so good in the second. Ducky losing the ball, and Hster taking control.
Hster now going to juke away. He's paddling. He goes up top. He bounces off the cloud. He's coming in from the sky. He finds it over to Ryan. He tries hitting it back. It's just going to be a little bit in front. And Blizzard Inc. is just going to swap that down. But Navette is back there. So is Parrot Man. Parrot Man's going to scoop it up. Going to pick up that boost juice. Gets hydrated on that Kiwi Kool-Aid. And going to send that ball deep rolling around. There's Hster sniffing for that ball. And unfortunately, Ducky gets it. Oh no, it goes right to Ryan. Ryan brings it down from the wing. Ryan's coming in from the sky. He shoots, it's a little high. Hster has to retreat with it in the corner. He's going to look to set it up. He hits a ceiling carve. He comes around, he holds it, he bounces, he jukes, and he stuffs it in. 2-0. Hexyn leads.
Wow, Hster not showing just the strength, but the dexterity. Got all the RPG stats here, but not role-playing. That is a gamer through and through. What a move, what a juke, and what a score to put them up by a pair.
Woo, big save from Parrot Man, but it goes right to Blizzard Inc., who's coming in out of that goal. That ball's going to bounce around. Hster now looking to get it out, and he's bringing it in. 2-on-1, he fires it over to Ryan, but Ryan was trying to take out that goalie. Player after my own heart. That ball is going to bounce back. Ducky now. He's streaking in. Ducky, no! Gets stopped by Parrot Man. And Jigma is going to keep that pressure on. Coming in from the sky. Sends that pass. It goes over to Ducky. Ducky coming in. He shoots. And he sneaks it in on that side off Parrot Man. Lag Lords. There they go. They get one on the board.
And Jucifer, that was some bird-on-bird violence. The duck, the parrot, my goodness. The avians going at it, and once again, attempt stop there. Ducky, the aforementioned, trying to be like bird kind, make for the skies, right under Ryan. And the ball now getting lost a little bit here in the mid.
And now Hster, he's going to flip that over to Ryan. It's going to bounce off and go back. Here comes Blizzard Inc. That goalie looking for a goal of his own. He shoots, and Parrot Man will say, get that weak sauce out of here. Now Blabo, he's coming around that corner. He's scored. He throws that back, and it's going to go over to Ducky. Ducky now carving around, comes out from the sewer. He's juking left and right. He gets checked off by Ryan. Now Nivette going the other way, trying to get away, gets caught. Ducky putting in some work on this forecheck. Now he's going to swing around. He loses them. Oh, he gets by another one. Gets by another one. Ducky's going up top. He shoots, and Parrot Man stands tall.
Oh my goodness. Flying, standing, defending. Got all of the tools there in the repertoire as they scurry down the floor. There's Ryan, open goal, but could not convert. A rebounded play. Oh, will make them hurt. 3-1 with 1:20 remaining. Hexyn in favor.
Kind of missed that one on the stream, but that one would be going to Nivette. Good work. Good pressure there. Hexyn turning it around, bringing it back and scoring. Now Blizzard Inc. going to pass that over to Ducky. It's going to be up for grabs. It's loose. Oh, it's right there and putting it in. I think Hster accidentally, I think that was pressure coming in from Ducky. We got a 3-2 game.
Important score at this juncture with less than a minute remaining. Of course, it is a best of 5, but nonetheless, Laglord's not wanting to go down by 2 rounds. So still trying to contend here late in the second. Ryan Fleming trying to set up a play, but Blabo diving out of the goal, taking it in a quick bounce off the ceiling there, and a quick distribution over to the opposite side. But there's a lot of players in the way. Dangerous pass will eventually reach Jigma. Jigma, oh, the ball is loose, and Juice, it's good.
Ducky comes in, ties it up with 26 seconds. Now Ryan, he's looking for that go-ahead goal. Next goal will probably win this match. Nivette shoots, and what a save there. I believe that was Blabo. We'll clip it and check it out later. Now coming around that corner, Nivette has it, goes up top, looking for a pass. Fires it across. Oh, just a little bit in front of Ryan. And it looks like that clock is going to run out, and we're going to head to overtime. Jigma bringing it in. He fires it over to Ducky. Ducky shoots, and Paramount with the save. The ball gets smacked loose, and it's going to go to the corner. Unbelievable in overtime here.
You know these players are sweating now. They can feel the blood in the water. Both sides, really. I think Hexyn now feeling they were in firm control just minutes ago, but now feeling the heat of the pressure here. That was a beautiful juke from Duck. Ducky sending it over to Jigma. Jigma with a deeper reset towards that mid, trying to play it patiently, trying to again, communicate that and find the open lanes. They got the positioning down. They got the passing lanes open, but no, closing the deal. It's Blabo right in time.
That round, that's going to go to the Lag Lords. They fought back at 36 seconds into overtime. They take that round by a score of 4-3.
Yeah, way to stay in it for the Lag Lords there. Hexyn had a strong showing in the first round and a strong opening in the second round, but Lag Lords just hunkered down, knowing that they still had time on the clock. They just had to, again, we saw in the first round, Lag Lords, they executed or they had the right ideas. They just could not finish those executions. They could not quite finish those shots off the passing plays. But this time they got more of the advantages off of it. And it was just enough to buy them that win. It wasn't a comfortable one. Anytime it's an overtime, it never is. But they got the job done, so we're locked up as we head into this third round.
That ball is back in the middle. Let's get ready and see what happens here in round number 3, baby.
Shout out to Kurama in the YouTube there. Said couldn't play sadly, but cheering on their team. Welcome to the chat, and well, what do you think of that? It's a big save there. Parrot Man denying there. The wing defender going now towards the opposite end, and that is an open goal, and it's Hexyn.
Hexyn comes in and brings that back the other way. Hexyn up 1-0. That's the start they needed after dropping that last round. Now Blavo working it down through the middle, gets tackled off. It goes up top. Oh, looks like Jigma. Oh no, RIP to Jigma. Now Ducky, he's gonna lose that. Ryan, he's in the area, and he's gonna bring that ball down. Oh, Jigma's back. I saw him disappear, but he's back. Now the ball goes over to Hexyn. Hexyn with some speed, and that's a great save there from Blabo. That ball is gonna go to the corner. Here comes Ryan. Ryan put it on the moose, gets stopped by Ducky. Ducky swats it to the corner. They're looking to chase it down. Jigma back in action. Oh, no, he stalled out again. RIP once again. Ryan, he's going to fire that across. Here comes Hexyn. He gets checked off. Blizzard Inc. with some defensive stand, and Blabo gets that cleared.
And Jigma is back in action, but for how long is the question. Maybe being true to their name, Lag Lords indeed. Jigma struggling a bit, but has the connection for the moment as it gets back towards mid.
And now Hexyn bringing that out the sewer. He's going to flip that over to Navette. Oh, Navette just missed it. Now here comes Jigma looking to keep that lag at bay. He's going to juke up top, and he's going to fire it down. It's going to bounce off the nest and go down to the sewers. And now Blabo, he's going to pick that up. He goes sky high. It pops out, and Hexyn gets a hand on it. Ducky has it. Ducky's coming in, and what a stop there between Navette and Parrot Man. They keep that ball out.
And perhaps too ambitious of a shot there. Too much distance between him and the goal. Had an option for like a teammate, a pass, but opted to send it to 2 defenders. And one of those situations where you probably would want to take back, especially being down here in this third round. Only by a point, granted, as we see a deep reset there to Parrot Man. Now able to flow freely into the mid lane, not contested too hard quite yet.
And they're just going to reset it back here. They're up a goal, so they don't need to force it. They're going to look for something that they like. Now they fire it deep, looking for Navette. Navette's going to pick it up off the roll. Going to fire that pass up, finds Hexyn. Hexyn coming in, hits off the wall. Churns fires, oh, and Hippopotam misses. It's going to bounce into the sewer, and Ryan has to retreat. He's going to reset that back to Parrot Man. Parrot Man has to get rid of it in a hurry. Now fires it up, goes over to Hexyn. Hexyn flips it up, finds Ryan. Ryan sends it back to Hexyn. Hexyn coming off the wall, but that's good defense there from Ducky. Now Ryan, he's going to send that pass across. It's going to be intercepted by Jigma. Jigma, oh no, they lose it. Here comes Ryan, and it gets swatted out. Good try there for Hexyn. Now we got Lag Lords trying to bring that out, and it's going to go up to Jigma, and he's going to be on that sidewalk area.
We got to hand it to Hexyn. Their offense there, even though they didn't score, was beautiful. They had so many crispy passes just strung along in that 30-second or so span, but got denied. So we'll attempt another try at it as they get right back into the blue end zone. There's Parrot with the aforementioned passes to Ryan in perfect place. Ryan just waiting, biding the time. All 3 players, 4 players now, siphoning into the goal, and it does get them the opportunity. Right there, 1:20 left, and they're up by a pair. They're so patient with it, though, to buy them that.
That ball seemed to hang in the air forever.
Yeah, it really did. But, you know, again, that disciplined play, it's what separates the vets from the noobs, and there's nothing noobie about that. That's a first goal, however, for Lag Lords. They still got a minute left here, Jucifer.
All right, sorry, I think I'm back. It's mic problems there.
Yes.
Okay.
There you are.
All right, Ryan has that ball in the corner. He's coming around. He's going to fire that up. He gets it over to Navette. Navette going to lose that ball into the neutral zone. And trying to come away with it. Jigma putting on the moves. He gets by one. Jigma's coming in. He hits that ceiling carb. He holds it. He shoots. It's a little high. And there's another one. Blizzard Inc. with basically a carbon copy goal. 2-2. Laglords tie it up.
Yeah, Blizzard Inc. playing some feel-good Inc. right now. Going ape there in the goal as Ryan, is trying, and they are thriving. Only seconds left and a huge score to put Hexyn up by 1.
All right, now we got Jigma. He's working that ball up. He's going to hit that ceiling carb, looking to tie it up. We're in that hot potato time. He shoots off the back wall. It's going to sail a little bit. Hter has it, and he's just going to get rid of it. And I don't think that goalie is going to get to it. Oh, he does! Blabo! Good work keeping that ball alive. The ball's bouncing down, but it's going to hit the ground, and that round is going to go to Hexyn. It hit the ground before it went in by a score of 3-2.
Wow, such tight gameplay here where all those little seconds, those little slips, those smallest of plays make the biggest of differences when you're talking about 1-point wins like we just saw there. A big turn of events there for Hexyn to take a one-game advantage, one-round advantage in this best of 5. Now 2-1. Laglords needing to recollect and gather themselves for this very, very crucial next round.
Yes, sir. Man, these matches, these teams today, they've been so evenly matched. Like anyone can win these rounds. It's fantastic. Let's head back to the arena for round number 4. We'll see if Hexyn can finish it in 4 or will Laglords push that round number 5. You know what I'm rooting for?
Round 6?
Yeah, 6 rounds. Let's play 6 rounds. Come on, guys.
All right, well, I think the math wouldn't check out there, but I'd certainly check it out anyways on cast. And you know what, Jucifer, you touched on it, and it's been correct. These matches have been so competitive. I've only casted a couple here tonight, but already numerous overtimes or near overtimes strung along as a first shot. Wow, right along the edge of the goal past Parrot. What a spectacular hit. What was that, Jigma painting the corner?
That was Ducky, I think. Anyways, Ryan has it. He's going to go wide with it, and he's going to bounce off that curve. He goes to the sky, hits that ceiling carb. Here comes Ryan. He's going to flip that back to Parrot Man. Parrot Man from the nest pops out, goes over to Hter. Backward shot. Oh, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and it's going to be swatted back down into Hexyn's zone.
And Jigma somehow getting the better end of that speed, just sped past 2 players who were ahead of him initially, but does not buy them the ball quite yet, but now it will be indeed back to Laglords. There's a Blabo to Jigma in congestion and could not get the conversion on the goal, but Blizzard in the perfect position for an interception. Blizzard attempting to handle the ball, but having it stolen by Hter, loses it off the dribble and forced to clear it wayward towards that side, and a weird bounce at that.
Now Ryan's bringing that ball into the zone. He shoots. It's a little bit high, and Ducky's going to get that out of the danger zone for the time being. Now Jigma has it. Jigma putting on those defensive moves. Pops up. Oh, loses it. Now he gets it back. Now he's trying to get away. Gets by 1. Takes to the skies. Looking back. Going to fire it deep across. Looking to spring Blizzard. Oh, couldn't come up with that pass, and it's going to go over to Hter, who's just going to flick it down to that mound area. Oh, both players miss it on either team, and Ducky now will gather it up. He turns around on that mound. He turns that corner. He's coming in. He keeps that ball alive, but the vet just sits back and will get that gift.
It came in with just too much heat to keep control of that ball and find a pass at the same time. Hter, meanwhile, with control from above, tied angle, will tangle, and gets it tied at 1 apiece. 2:44 remaining.
All right, 1-1, round number 4. Laglords need this round. Let's see what they can do. Blizzard Inc. now bringing that ball. He's going to be tackled right off, runs straight into the player. Fortunately, can't get through. Here comes Ryan. Ryan shoots, but he up upon him misses. Just wide. Blizzard Inc. now has that ball. He's going to flick that ball into the center. Finds Jigma. Jigma, nice carve to get away. He goes down and picks up one of those little boosts of his. Now working it through the neutral zone in the trench area. Cuts in. He's going to throw that up, and that's an easy grab for Parrot Man. Parrot Man going to throw it wide the other way, looking to spring Hter, but that's a good read from Ducky. But now here comes Ryan. Ryan sends that pass over to Nevada, who shoots and just misses the bottom corner. man, oh man.
Yeah, had all the moves in the book, but the finish, unfortunately, so a clip will be not had that time around. Let's still have another go at it there, a big tackle coming in. Pass attempt, intercepted and cut off by Ducky. Ducky as well, cut off by Ryan on a tackle, enabling now Hexyn to get back on the offense. A great and timely dive from Blabo. Otherwise could have been an easy goal, but was just a perfectly timed dive as Jigma now overtakes for Laglords. 1 minute, 27 remaining, all tied up here on the round. However, Laglords are down by 1 round on the series here in this best of 5, so a score here would be very pertinent towards their efforts.
And Ducky's going to throw that, and that pass is intercepted by Ryan Fleming. Ryan Fleming bouncing off the wall, now hits that pass across. Ooh, finds Hster. Luckily, Hster now carving around, cuts into the middle, hits a juke back, throws it over to Ryan. Ryan taking it up, good passing here from Hexyn. Ryan, he's going to lose that ball, and it's going to be swatted back, but Nevette's there. Nevette keeping that pressure on, flips that pass, finds Hster. Hster shoots, and he's just a little bit off. That ball misses, and Ducky's going to get that cleared out. Oh, had a little speed, and he loses that, and now he's going to fire it across. Nevette was looking for it. It's going to bounce off that curb. Kind of crazily, Ryan swats that across over to Hster. Hster coming up, has Ryan. He holds it, he fires it high, looking for that rebound. Now he's going to hit some jukes, and there's Blizzard 8 getting that clear. Good defense from the Laglords.
And meanwhile, now Ducky on the other end of the floor has lost connection, it seems, out of the headset at least for the moment. So it will be a 4-on-3 advantage now going to Hexyn in a very crucial point of the game. And a big save, crucial indeed from Blabo, the defensive juggernaut. Could that be a big hit from deep? No, a little bit wide. We are now reaching that overtime territory. That's still numbers advantage perhaps here as Jigma collects. Seconds winding down into that OT 1-to-1. Jigma carrying it up high, waiting for the teammates to form out, to file out, offer the opportunities at the pass. Those big plays coming up ahead to maybe tie up this series here, Jucifer. And there it goes, and no, I suppose.
Man, off the inside rim of that goal. They wanted that one, short-handed. But now that ball's going to go up. Oh no, here comes Ryan. Ryan gets that past Hster. Oh, it's a little bit high. And now doing some good work. Blizzard has that ball. Gonna swat it up. Jigma trying to get it, but Ryan gets a good swat. He gets a step. He throws that across. And unfortunately, Nevette didn't quite see it in time. Blizzard gonna send that across. Throws it over to Jigma. Jigma, we got Laglords down a player, but they're battling here in overtime. And Jigma gonna get it, maybe? And no, Blizzard 8 just throws it up. It goes over to Ryan. He throws it off the halo. And now Blabo comes out of that goal, trying to work that ball up. He's now advancing it up on the sidewalk. Picks up some of those mini boost pads. He's going to lose it and have it swatted off. It's going to pop up. Hster's going to fire it back. That ball is going to hit the nest area and go over to Ryan. Ryan coming in wide. Flips that ball up. He finds Hster. Hster hits that ceiling carve, shoots. Just misses. Oh, Ryan can't get the rebound, and it's going to be cleared to the side.
This is some really impressive defense, somehow from Laglords, able to just hold off Hexyn in this 3v4 disadvantage. That said, it's not something you can do for terribly long, as there it goes, and it is over. Hster for Hexyn gets that to go after a sturdy overtime.
And that round and the match is going to go to Hexyn in 4 rounds, this last round being 2-1.
Yeah, crazy ending there for Laglords. They did very well in that OT, down a player, but I think that one offensive opportunity that they had, it was a bit of a two players they had on offense up front, attacking the goalkeeper, but just were not able to convert. And that was really their best chance at it, because for as great as they were for a while denying Hexyn, you cannot do that for all too long. Even in a 4v4 situation, good offense, a great offense will eventually crack through a great defense, much less when you're down a player. And Hexyn just standing tall, standing strong through it, not getting discouraged by the fact that they were struggling for a minute there or two. And they just came away with it in an impressive 3-1 series victory. They look great tonight.
Absolutely. Well, Hexyn, they're going to advance up to 8-6. Meanwhile, Laglords, they're going to drop to 7-6. So that's going to do it for our cast here. Thanks again for joining me, hyping the homies. Man, I'm glad you could witness this awesome drift ball action with me, Palador. This is what I've been saying all season. This is where the hype is. It's here in the drift ball arena.
Well, absolutely, and more hype still to come, of course. For me, that will be my last EU cast of the day, but Jucifer will have some more coming along soon. In fact, about 15 minutes from now, you have Vantage and Nova EU facing off here in the European division. Be an exciting matchup for sure. And then, of course, in the Master division, in about an hour and 45 minutes from now, we have Intervalente versus Vertec Wave. So a headliner match coming to you tonight as well. Incredible stuff. Thanks for having me, Jucifer. It's been fun to cast these ones.
All right, everybody. Appreciate you guys all for tuning in. If you can hit that little thumbs up button, I'd appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? But until next time, keep grinding. 6-7.
Orion Drift VRML is brought to you by Another Axiom, Helga, the esports manager. Thanks for watching VRML.